Welcome back, dear students. Today we are going to solve chapter 14, verbs expressing the past, and this is for class 6 to 8 students from their Army edition book, The Complete English Grammar and Composition. So let's begin. Learning time. In our previous video, we have already read about the be form of present tense, that is, am and are. In the current video, we will study about the past tense of be, and that is was and were. Was is used with singular noun and were is used with plural noun. Alright. So you can see here Karan and Mansi, they both are plural, so we have used here were. And now look at this. I see. So was it fun? It के साथ में हमने was लगाया है. Fine. Affirmative कैसे बनाते हैं? Affirmative बनाने के लिए you can see here he was in the garden. इसमें हमने no का use नहीं किया, but negative में हम not का use करेंगे. तो he was not, और आप इसका contraction form भी लिख सकते हो he wasn't. क्वेश्चन मार्क बनाने के लिए was लगा करके was he in the garden. Alright. So these are some table which you can study. Alright, now read the past tense of have, that is had. Alright, and when you are using did not, then we write the root verb of have, that is I did not have. Okay? You can see the structure. We had a big house, we hadn't a big house, or you can write we did not have a big house. Had we a big house, or did we have a big house? Read the following extract from a story. So just look at this. Once upon a time there lived a princess, lived, adored, made, was, liked, fell, slipped. These are what? These are the past verb. Understand? So how do we use with affirmative sentences? Firstly we use subject, then past tense form of the verb, okay, and then we write object if it is given. In negative sentences we use not between did and right. Okay, in interrogative firstly we put did, and interrogative with wh word firstly we put interrogative word and then helping verb and then subject. Okay, now let's solve the exercises. So here write the simple past form of the verbs given in the brackets and complete the description. So that is I got up early Saturday morning and fueled FUELLED and fueled up my car at the petrol pump. Then I drove DROVE. Then I drove straight to the cafe to meet my friend for the coffee. We had a cup of coffee. I tried strawberry cakes. In the afternoon I met my brother at the colony club and we played tennis. I was happy because I won the match. Okay. On my way back home I stopped by the local market and bought BOUGHT and bought some ingredients for dinner. I invited my friends for a small party. When I got home, I quickly cleaned the terrace and here we will put and put snacks on the table and started waiting for my friends. Now look at here, match the pictures with the sentences. Fill in the blanks with the correct forms. Like you can see Vicky and Samir, a motorcycle in the forest. So firstly we will match the first option with the last picture. Here Vicky and Samir. अब हमें किस टेंस में इसको चेंज करना है? हमें इसे पास्ट टेंस में करना है. तो Vicky and Samir were riding a motorcycle in the forest. Now bees, तो यहाँ पे हो जाएगा bees had a lot of honey. Next भास्कर एंड कायरा. अब यहाँ पे डॉग दिख रहा है, यहाँ पे हो जाएगा भास्कर एंड कायरा fed the dog with some food. ठीक है, Even you can write were feeding the dog with some food. Now the next one, they dash at the concert evening. So you can see here, this is the concert. Then you can write they were, not are, they are performing, performing, they are performing at the concert yesterday evening. Then John was playing basketball John was playing basketball in the park at 4 p.m. Then the next one, that is a bicycle. So I was riding a bicycle around the city on Sunday. Next, change the following sentences into negative. So here is the answer provided. For the first question, we went to music festival. So we will make negative, we did not go to the music festival. For interrogative, we write, did we go to the music festival? Now Lalit listened to music last night. So ये हो जाएगा, Lalit did not listen to music last night. And interrogative will be, did Lalit listen to music last night? For the next question, the dogs ate their food. The dogs did not eat their food. And interrogative will be, did the dogs eat their foods? For negative, I did not study hard for my exam. Then did I study hard for my exam? Negative is, Henry did not tidy his bedroom on the weekend. And here, did Henry tidy his bedroom on the weekend? Now negative is, I did not want to go to school on Friday. And interrogative, did I want to go to school on Friday? Now seventh one, Abhishek did not forget to do his homework. And interrogative will be, did Abhishek forget to do his homework? Now eighth one, John did not enter the hall to attend the party. Did John enter the hall to attend the party? So here are some rules provided. For forms of continuous tense, we use subject, was, were and ing form. For negative, we use was, were plus not plus ing form. For interrogative, we use was, were, subject plus ing form. Okay. So let's solve the question that is based on these exercises. Alright, so just look at the picture carefully and then we are supposed to use it past continuous tense. Space is already provided to solve and clues have already been given. So let's do that. For the first one, in the picture there is Gagan, right? So we will make sentence, Gagan was wind surfing. Next, Manosha was doing water skiing. Mary was jumping into the water. Next, the old man was enjoying a boat ride. Next, Soumya was riding a horse. Some children were running. Alok was playing with a beach ball. Next one, John and Nitin were building a sand castle. The journalist was taking a photograph. Fine. Now the next question, we are supposed to fill in the blanks with past continuous or with simple past tense. So in the first one we will fill I saw. Alright, so let's solve this quickly. I saw Abha in the market, but she did not see me. She looked, she was looking. That will be correct option. She was looking in another direction. Next one, I met Sam and Zoya at the airport a few weeks ago. They were going to Paris and I was going to New York. We talked while we were waiting for our flights. Next one, the third is, I rode my bicycle when suddenly a man stepped out the street in front of me. I went fairly fast, but luckily I managed to stop in time. I did not hit him. Next one, Joy waited for me when I arrived, or John was waiting for me when I arrived. That will be better. John was waiting for me when I arrived. Okay, now Jyoti took a picture of me I did not look, while I did not look, or while I was not looking. Both can be correct. We were in difficult position. We did not know what to do. Okay, we did not know what to do. And here this is the practice time. Read the situation and answer the question using suitably tense forms. So let's do this. All right, so you might have a different option. So the first question is, have you ever been annoyed by flies? When, where, why? So answer is yes, I have been annoyed by flies several times. Okay, in the past. One particular incident, when और वेयर, तो आपको बताना है. वन पर्टिकुलर इंसिडेंट हैपेंड लास्ट समर while I was having a picnic with my friends in the park. Now the next question is why. So the flies were everywhere and they kept landing on our food and drinks, making it difficult for us to enjoy our meal. Now the next is, have you ever dropped your phone? So the answer is yes, I have dropped my phone a couple of times. The most And the next question is where. The most recent incident happened last week when I was walking down the stairs at home. I accidentally tripped and dropped my phone and the screen cracked. Fortunately, I had insurance, so I was able to get it fixed. Now, the next question, have you ever read the news that made you laugh? What news made you laugh? So, yes, I have read the news that made me laugh. One particular news article that made me laugh was about a man who accidentally wore his white pants to work. I read this news article a few months ago and it was just hilarious to imagine the man's embarrassment and confusion. Now the next, have you ever worn the wrong clothes? Yes, I have worn the wrong clothes before. One particular incident happened last year when I had an important meeting with my boss. Now I accidentally grabbed my gym clothes instead of my work clothes and I did not realize it until I arrived at the office. Next, have you ever been caught in a storm? Yes, I have been caught in a storm before. One particular incident happened a few years ago when I was on hiking trip with my friends. The next question is why. We were halfway up the mountain and a sudden storm hit and we had to take shelter in a nearby cave until the storm passed. Have you ever had a car problem? What kind of problem? Yes, I had a car problem before. One particular incident happened last month when my car wouldn't start in the morning. I turned out the battery was dead. I had to call how truck to take it to the repair shop. Fill in the blanks with the present perfect or simple past form of the verbs. So, what will be the simple past of watch? It will be watched. Now, the next one, I have you, because this is the question mark, so we will start. Have you ever bought? Have you ever bought a cheap laptop? Next, Suman had a flu last winter. Few days ago, we drove to his uncle. Then they played bingo. Mr. Dev Mr. Dev had already taken. Okay. Now the next one. Ishika had not woken up. Woken up. Okay. Next one. I did not meet her since last Thursday. Okay. Now the next one. Now rewrite the following sentences in the past perfect tense. One has been done for you. अच्छा, होता क्या है कि जैसे आप पहले क्वेश्चन में देख रहे हो कि आफ्टर फिनिशिंग हिज ड्रिंक ही गॉट अप एंड वेंट अवे. तो यूजुअली जो होता है, जो काम पहले होता है, जो काम हम लोग पहले कर रहे होते हैं, वो किस टेंस में होता है? वो फॉर एग्जाम्पल आफ्टर ही हैड फिनिश हिज ड्रिंक, तो सबसे पहले उसने क्या काम किया? उसने ड्रिंक फिनिश किया. तो जो काम पहले हो रहा होता है उसको हम पास्ट परफेक्ट में करते हैं, जो काम बाद में होता है उसको हम पास्ट इंडेफिनिट में करते हैं. लाइक यू कैन सी आफ्टर फिनिशिंग हिज ड्रिंक ही गॉट अप एंड वेंट अवे. अब इसमें आप दो तरह से कर सकते हो. एक तो आप कर सकते हो कि एवरीवन after everyone had sat down the talk show started, या फिर आप कर सकते हो everyone sat down before the talk show started. So I'm just showing you the answers. Alright, so after I had read the book about the Holocaust, I did not want to read it again. So जो काम पहले हो रहा होता है उसको हम past perfect में कर लेंगे और जो काम बाद में होता है उसको past indefinite में करेंगे. ठीक है? So this is the way to solve. Alright, so this one we are supposed to do either in present perfect or in present perfect continuous tense. So let's do this. They haven't had their lunch yet. They haven't had their lunch yet. Now Manoj has completed his a job. Next one, my brother has been abroad for 5 years. The dog has been barking since morning. Next, the police have arrested the thief. Okay. Next one, Mohan has never eaten fish. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन, आबिद एंड रियाज. तो यहाँ पे आपका क्योंकि टाइम है तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा आबिद एंड रियाज हैव बीन प्लेइंग for the last 2 hours. A strong wind has been blowing. A strong wind has been blowing since Monday. All right. So let's solve other exercise. Complete the short story with the past perfect continuous tense. The sun was shining and the smell of freshly cut grass spread in the air. Shreyas, what is Shreyas doing? Shreyas in the garden for a few hours. तो यहाँ पे walking कर देंगे. ठीक है. Shreyas Alright, so this is not walking option. Here we have sitting option. So Shreyas sitting in the garden. ओके, पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस में करना है. तो पास्ट परफेक्ट टेंस में क्या हो जाएगा? सबसे पहले तो हैड आ जाएगा, इसके बाद बीन आ जाएगा और बीन के साथ में सिटिंग आ जाएगा. ठीक है. तो श्रेयस हैड बीन सिटिंग इन द गार्डन फॉर अ फ्यू आवर्स डोजिंग इन हिज चेयर. ही वॉज टायर्ड बिकॉज ही, अब कोई काम करा होगा तो ही हैड बीन वर्किंग. क्या काम किया था उसने? काम किया था, है ना. ही हैड बीन वर्किंग long days at the office. His dog Boxer was lying in the shade of an old tree. He was chewing. chewing. He was chewing on a slip. Sorry, not was. He had been. क्योंकि हमें सिर्फ past tense का past perfect continuous use करना है. तो he had been chewing. chewing. He had been chewing on a slipper in the shade of an old tree. He noticed but Shreyas hadn't noticed Shreyas about going on a holiday. So had been dreaming, and then dreaming, dreaming, had been dreaming on a hill station, and on a holiday to a hill station. Suddenly a dark shadow dashed over the fence and through the open kitchen door. Boxer has in own business with the slipper. So Boxer had been minding with his own business with the slipper, but the furry shadow caught his attention. Barking, he bolted after the creature. Shreyas awoke the sound of the commotion and saw his dog chasing a rather fat cat away from his food bowl. For the last week, Last few weeks, um, Shreyas had been wondering. Shreyas had been wondering why Boxer's new dog Biscuit had been disappearing. Had been disappearing. Okay? Had been disappearing faster than he could refill them. The cat, अब cat के साथ में क्या ऑप्शन हो जाएगा? The cat, his food. तो the cat had been stealing, ना वो चुरा रही थी उनका भोजन. So the cat had been stealing his food. All right. Now let's solve the exercise number K. So this is used for since and for. So Alice has been married for 3 months. Next, they have been staying at the hotel for a week. Next, we had been studying since 9 o'clock. He has been playing football for a long time. He has been living here since last week. Here we fill for ages. Then since last night. Next, serving in the army for 20 years. Let me tell you कि जो since होता है उसको हम पॉइंट ऑफ द टाइम के लिए यूज़ करते हैं, और जो फॉर होता है, फॉर को हम ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द टाइम के लिए यूज़ करते हैं. दिस वीडियो इज़ वेरी लेंदी, एक्चुअली दिस चैप्टर इज़ वेरी लेंदी. व्हाट आई विल डू from the next time when I'll be recording such a long video, I will bifurcate it into 2 parts. I will make 2 segments of the video so you can see it clearly. Now this is the practice time and I'm showing you how to solve it. In the very first picture, a baby boy is drinking milk from his bottle. So you can write it. I used to drink, like आपको used to का use करके बनाना है तो आप लिखेंगे I used to drink milk from a bottle when I was an infant or when I was a baby. Next one, be afraid of ghost. तो इसका आप बना सकते हैं I did not used to be afraid of ghost. इसके बाद है ride a bike. I used to ride a bike when I was in college. I used to send letters. I did not used to watch black and white TV. Next one, I did not used to play video games. I used to enjoy a cartoon film. So you can do it like that. Thank you so much for watching. Please share, subscribe with your friends. Thank you.